Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2016 Women's College World Series.
At this time, we have UCLA on the dais. Head coach Inoue Perez, student athlete Kaylee Perez, student athlete Misha Sadaraka, and student athlete Johanna Gara. Thank you. All right, Coach, we'll get general comments about the game, then we'll open up for questions.
First, I'd like to start by saying, that was a very offensive Florida State team, and Jessica Burrows is tough. And, but I'm very proud of how the team came out. You got to see a little bit of everything of what we're about today. Great fight. When we're locked on and we string things together, we have the ability to do some damage. It was exciting how we came out. That is UCLA softball. And then you also got to see us, defensively. We did some good things. We rolled up that double play and got ourselves out of some situations. Then we weren't able to get out of some of those situations, and proved to be too much of a deficit for us to be able to come back. So we leave this season earlier, or end this season earlier than I'd like, but I'm very proud. I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of my players. I told the seniors, unfortunately, to end it this early is disappointing, but to end it on the College World Series stage is quite an accomplishment for what we've done in the second half of season. So very proud of the team, very proud of their fight. We got things we got to tighten up for the future, but I'm really excited about the experience gained, and I celebrate the seniors' careers.
Questions?
Lindsay here at the Los Angeles Times. Johanna, what was kind of going on in the pitching mound? It didn't seem like any of you were able to really find a rhythm today.
Maddie Jelinicki does a really good job of keeping us locked on. So I actually felt like we had a pretty good rhythm, her and I, going along. She kept me locked on. My defense kept me locked on. And there's a few moments, I know for a second me and Kylie, looked at each other and we're playing, with our best friends at the Women's College World Series right now. Really cool opportunity. So, it wasn't so much lack of rhythm. They were just hands off to Florida State. They good offensively today.
Jordan Culver, Tallahassee Democrat. Coach, when you get off to a 4-0 lead, your best hitter hits a grand slam to start things off. What's going through your mind as the head coach, and what are you thinking about kind of going for the rest of the game?
I'm proud that the first inning started completely different than it did day one. We came out with a purpose. We were able to play our game, be able to execute how we attack as an offense, finding a way to get people on, moving them over, creating that, and then coming up with the big hit. So I was very excited. That was probably the most impressive part of it. Is we came out and we played our game. So I was very pleased.
Misha, with the home run, can you just kind of go through what you saw and obviously the emotion as you're running the bases?
I just knew credit to the first three batters for getting on. That's what starts it. If no one was on, that home run would have been a one-run home run. So that, all credit to them. And I was just trying to see the ball, just get a good cut on it, and that's what I did. I just kept it simple. And just seeing my teammates at home plate, it's awesome, just celebrating with them.
Yeah, Coach Cliff Brown, Associated Press. You'd mentioned the second half of the season being strong. What did you see improve in the second half of the season that gives you hope going forward?
All parts of the game, offense, defense, our pitching, all parts of the game got us there. So we had some new people in the lineup. We had four freshmen in the lineup at one point. We had a younger pitching staff this year, and Paige wasn't in the lineup. Brianna Tatalafua wasn't in the lineup. There were several people that weren't in the lineup early in the season. So we got stronger. We got better. We learned how to work together as a team, both offensively and defensively, and we fully committed to understanding that it may be tough, but we're not going to quit fighting. And as a result, we flipped from, dropping, I think we had, I don't know how many in a row, including, Florida State. We went through a series there where we just weren't playing with great confidence, and then got into the pack and not only played with great confidence, had some great come-from-behind wins, just put all parts of our game together. And got to the point where for regionals, super regionals, literally we played our best ball. We've played our best ball to the end. It's disappointing to get here and not be able to execute as well as we have, but, getting here and beating every opponent leading up to the World Series, I'm very proud of them. We executed as good as it gets, and that's something that you can be very proud to get to be a top 8 here at the World Series.
Misha, when it comes to Jessica Burrows, she came in and really just kind of put the brakes on what was a great offensive start. What does she do so well that can shut down a team that came out firing?
I mean, all credit to her. She is a great pitcher. We faced her earlier in the year, but I think, you know, you always look back on yourself, and we had going into the game a team plan, and I just don't think we executed as well as we could have. So, you know, credit to her, but I think it's on us as well.
I know it's still really fresh, but to the three players, when you kind of like look back at the season, what do you remember, or what are you most proud of?
I think we're most proud of, again, not having a great start to the season, and then, you know, pulling it together towards the end and actually getting here. We kind of came up with the phrase "never satisfied," and again, we didn't start the season great, but then we all started buying into that, and season improved.
Are there any other questions? Oh.
Yeah. I think I would just say our team's fight. I mean, we've won, you know, lost, anything in all types of ways. Come from behind, down 5, mercy rules. I just think the way that we went about the season, there's so many opportunities for us to fall and just, you know, give up kind of, and I think we never did, and that's how we ended up back here when a lot of people doubted us.
I just agree with both of them. I mean, in the beginning, things were a little rough for us. We had injuries. We had just a whole bunch of stuff going on the team, and our fight, like Misha said, was something that this team really took on this year, whether it was whiffed, one of our sayings, or never satisfied. We were just real fighters throughout this entire season. So.
Absolutely. Me too. Gotcha.
All right. Are there any other questions? If not, Coach, student athletes, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you need a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount off the price of all non-sale softball bats on their website. That's right, $30. So the next time you buy a bat, go to SoftballJunk.com and enter the code FPTV30 during checkout. And wham! You just put a cool $30 in your pocket. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.